You know, the last few days, we've done a lot of movement, which is amazing. And it is day 10 of Reps Arona. And so I see life as a bit of an accordion. So you've got the elongating part and the compressing part, and that is where the beautiful sound of music comes from. And so the last few days, we've been doing a lot of the squeezing part. So doing a lot of tense movements, a lot of push-ups, a lot of everything where we're squeezing in tight. You know, in jiu-jitsu training, I say this is like a lot of the movements are, everything's in tight. And so there's not too much of an elongation. And so for an accordion to make noise, for an accordion to make music, you need both parts. And so that's what today's theme is. It's the empty space, creating the empty space in the accordion, creating the empty space in the muscles that we've tightened up over the last few days. So we're going to do a mobility style workout today, stretching rather than compressing. So we're going to do it in the same style as we've done, 10 minutes, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Let's get started. We've got 5 exercises: a lunge with an arm raise, a child's pose, a Cobra / surfboard to counteract all of the, if you're like me, sitting forward with your shoulders rolled forward, typing. Then we have some squat reach, and we're going to finish it off with some back rolls. So 5 exercises, we'll go through that twice. Let's get it started.
Starting your top
30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. The first one is the lunge with the arm raise. So down on the ground, one leg forward. In my case, I'm going left first. And then we're just going up, reach. Now what you want to try and do here is drive your back heel towards the back wall. And keep that back leg straight whilst reaching up to the sky. That's it. Sink right in to that lunge. Get the stretch in the hip. Get the upper body moving as well. There we go. Wonderful. Nice and simple. So we're going to switch over to the other side in the next round. We'll put forward the right leg there. You know, empty space is something I've been trying to incorporate in my life more and more. You see, a lot of good comes out of the empty space. You know, this room is just 4 walls around empty space.
exercise.
Now we have the child pose. This one's nice and simple. We come down. We're just going to go sit back on your heels, reach forward, reach your forehead towards the ground. This could be the prayer pose, also called the child's pose. Now, you can move around. You can stay still, focus on your breath. One in, one out. I like to move around here, do a little bit of dancing. Stretch out my shoulders, then we come back up. Wonderful. So next is the Cobra / the surfboard position. And as I was saying before, this room is just 4 walls around empty space. A tire which supports a car is a rubber frame around empty space. The atom, what we are made of, an atom is mostly empty space. So now we have the Cobra / surfboard. So imagine you're on a surfboard and you have to get up and ride the wave, but we're just going to hold this position here. So this is counteracting all of the hunched overness that you have while sitting at a desk, while sitting at a computer. Again, you can move around, make a little bit of a dance, pretend you're a snake and you're coming out, you're dancing, you're listening to the snake charmer playing the flute, move around.
Rest.
There we go. Nice and simple. We're taking this one. This one we're not really trying to work up any sort of massive sweat. We're just figuring out what's tight in the body, moving it around, and that's it. Just sort of going inside, finding that empty space and figuring out what needs to move, what needs that elongation. Now we're at squat reach. So this is where we're going to squat down.
Exercise.
Now if you can't fully do this one because it takes a little bit of mobility, just sit in a squat position and hold that. But if you can come down in a squat, grab your ankle, reach up to the top. And then we swap. Grab ankle, reach up to the top. Come down, reach up. Now nice and slow. Deep breath so you can hear it. That's it.
Rest.
Reach up. Beautiful. Now, we've got one more before we finish the first round. And as always, if going through this for 10 minutes is enough, you want some more, feel free to go through it multiple times. Add some things in. If you find that when you're going down in a deep squat and you figure out, oh, my ankle's a bit tight, my hip's a bit tight, my knee's a bit tight, that's a signal, right? That's where you can hold in a lunge position. This is a bonus. Reach up like that.
Exercise.
So now we have some back rolls. Cameraman nearly losing it. So this is where we're just going to hug the legs and roll back. Give the spine a little bit of a massage, because all masseuses are on lockdown at the moment. We have to resort to giving ourselves our own massage. That's it. Now if your floor is nice and hard, you may need to put down a mat.
Rest.
Excellent. Nice and simple. Come up. So we're back to the start again. We have the lunge with arm raise. This time we're going to go with the right leg forward. You know, I think in today's world, when was the last time you were bored? Right? That empty space in life. Not that I think both forms of boredom are valuable. You know, that form of boredom where you're just content with doing nothing. We'll get to the other one in a second.
Exercise.
So this one, down again, right leg forward. We're going to reach up with the right arm, left arm holding us on the ground. Left heel pushes itself towards the back wall. So just from the side on, we'll go from here. We're going right up to the top. Oh, I got the wrong leg forward. There we go. Working this out on the fly. Don't forget to breathe.
Rest.
That's it. Nice work, everyone. Oh, this is a real chilled out. So the other form of boredom, so the good form of boredom, the valuable form of boredom, the valuable form of empty space is the one where you're just content to sit there. You know those times where you're just looking at the ocean or looking at grass or something like that, thinking of nothing, and it's just, you're just content with whatever's going on. I promise we'll get to the other form of boredom in a second. Now we have the child pose. I'll come back down. Come in here. If you want to mix it up, you can shoot one arm through here. And then a deep breath. And then come back. Shoot the other arm through. Deep breath. That's it. And come back.
Rest.
Feel it out. You know, the other form of boredom, which is mostly introduced by smartphones and other technologies of the such, I'm still not convinced on smartphones' net benefit of society. They do have some good things, but I think they do distract a lot from actual life. The bad form of boredom, the negative form of boredom, is the one where you're just searching for something to fill the space, whatever it is.
Exercise.
So now we have the Cobra / surfboard. We're gonna ride this wave. Come back, up, and let's hold it there. Just feel it out. If you can't go all the way up like that, you can start small. Come up there, or come up like this as much as you can. You could even bring the knees off the ground if you wanted to. Just stretch this out right through the hips. Move it about.
Rest.
Wonderful. Now we have two more left. Nice and chilled out. Squat reach. So the question for this, or in line with the theme, is how can you introduce more empty space? You know, in learning, in this course that I did, Learning How to Learn, they have the two styles of learning. One is focused learning, where you're in the thing, you're doing it. The other is diffused learning.
Exercise.
So now we have the squat reach. Come down, reach up, that's it. Down, up. Nice and deep breath. See, even the cameraman's doing one. through the form of a yawn. Give it up. That's it. Oh, that feels good.
Rest.
One more for good luck, because you know what? Being mobile, moving around, stretching out that accordion, it gives us the potential for it to be closed again and generate sound. Now, we were saying I was doing this learning how to learn course, and there's two types of learning: focused and diffused. Focus is where you're sitting down doing the thing, actually working on the craft. Diffused is where your brain is processing what you've learned in the focus session, but with the subconscious while you're doing nothing. So the final exercise, we're going to change it up. Instead of doing the back rolls, giving ourselves a hug, we'll come down on the ground again, and this time roll back, leg over here, swap. So this is like a little dance you can do. You can keep it moving, or you can hold it. That's it. Now roll back over, hold it. Look at that. 10 minutes of mobility. I could actually keep going because that feels amazing. But in light of the theme of what we're doing, we might change it up tomorrow actually. We'll see what we can think of. But in light of the theme of this session, empty space, the stretching, the elongating of the accordion, the mobility style movements, the question I'm going to finish it off is, how can you introduce more empty space into your life? Now, right now we're all, the entire world's almost getting a chance to practice it at the moment, is because in the current situation, I mean, if you're watching this video in the future, the current situation is that there's a coronavirus pandemic and the whole world is basically shutting down. I know India, for example, shut down their whole country yesterday. So it is March 25th or something like that. I've kind of lost track of days. So the whole world's been given a chance to go, okay, the hustle and bustle of life is going to slow down for a little bit. Here's time to think. That's a good time to think, good time to reflect and think about where you can introduce empty space and thus more value into your life. But I hope you enjoyed that session. A little bit of mobility. Tomorrow we might get a little bit creative. We're getting creative every day, but that's the fun part of being able to move. So with that being said, leave a comment below. Where can you inject more empty space into your life? But otherwise, keep moving, stay safe, and if you're happy and you know it, wash your hands. That'll never get old. See you tomorrow.